So now we got to talk Galaxy Buds Live.
Okay, Jason. So here's my thing. Actually, I like these, but they're an acquired taste. It takes time for them to grow on. At least me. I didn't like them right away because they felt kind of weird and unnatural. But there's a couple points of order we need to talk about with these Galaxy Buds Live.
What color is that?
These are black. These are the black.
Those look nice. They look like you're holding a couple of gems or something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
These are glossy, but they look good.
Yeah.
But I wish the case was matte, though. The casing's glossy and it's kind of crazy. I wish it was matte. That's neither here nor there.
Yep.
So, number one, Samsung advertising these as having active noise cancellation is false. It's actually false advertisement. I don't know why they put it in there, but hey, it is what it is.
Well,
the way these are designed,
it is active noise cancellation. It is active because active only means that there's some kind of electronic or otherwise process ongoing. It's not passive. It's active.
Okay,
now,
but
the point of it might not be to cut out all sound, but it's still active.
Jason, the problem is that they can't even passively cancel noise. So how can they actively cancel noise if they can't passively cancel noise?
I asked this
question, that's a good point.
I asked this question. Now, they're called Galaxy Buds Live because in active noise cancellation mode, you still it still filters in sound from the outside.
Everything, literally everything.
so that's the whole idea behind them.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
Which is fine. I'm fine with that. But don't say they have active noise cancellation when they're designed to take in everything around you. Like you said, they're called.
It's not everything.
Most everything.
Your brand new Sony WXM 1000 whatever 4 blah blah blah. Those things have the same feature.
Yeah.
You just choose to use it or not. The Galaxy Buds Live feature that feature. So it's still active. It's active.
The Sonys actually have passive noise isolation, which actually enhances the active noise cancellation so you can actually feel it. Whereas these leave your entire ear canal open, letting every sound around you in, so it doesn't even passively cancel noise. So how can you engage active noise cancellation when again?
But you're misunderstanding.
I must be.
It's actually it's not letting sound in. It's actively bringing sound in via the microphones on the earbuds. It's bringing the sound in and mixing it together, and a lot of times active noise cancellation is just about finding certain frequencies and rejecting them. So you wear earbuds on. You wear active noise cancellation headphones on the airplane. A lot of times they're designed to reject those sort of frequencies that are, the low end, the high end. I don't know exactly what frequency.
Let me ask Viper about this because I've seen a couple people on Twitter talk about this in a couple of different videos. Did you have a difficulty putting them in your ear or getting them in a position easily that you could enjoy them? Yes or no? Did you have difficulty?
I wouldn't say I had difficulty, but I had to kind of figure it out.
Okay, let me rephrase that. If you were to grab a pair of Sonys or AirPods or JBLs or whatever, okay? Pretty straightforward. Put them in your ear, enjoy, correct?
Yes.
Can you just put these in your ear and enjoy, without having to think about putting in twist? Yes or no?
No.
That's why these will fail.
Well, here's the thing. There almost every headphone has a certain amount of play to it that if some of them are easier to get right than others. Now, these buds, you got to put them in and then you got to twist them so that they get down, that little speaker gets right down onto your ear canal. And
but do they make this obvious, or do you have to go through and read it? What I mean by obvious is, can you take them out of the box, throw them in your ear, or do you need to go through a little thing, or do you have to go look up a video? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's pretty simplistic. I went back and looked at the manual to make sure I was doing it right, but it's pretty simplistic. But that's the thing, Jason. They don't actually go in your ear canal. They just rest inside of your ear.
No, the speaker goes right above your ear canal.
Oh, what? No, I'm gonna be running wrong there because it goes nowhere near my ear canal. No,
I mean, the ear canal is like goes
the
down
ear
this way.
canal is the actual hole that goes into your eardrum, right? Are we talking about the same
I
thing?
know, and the speaker for the headphones is pointing into that canal.
It just seems like to me from
Kind of, but not quite.
it just seems like to me from a customer perspective, if you can't just stick these in your ear and enjoy them, do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that. I think that there are ways that you could mess it up. I think that there might be a learning curve in order. I mean, everybody's ears are slightly different, so the fit is going to be a little bit different, and you got to. That's pretty typical for any kind of earbud. I mean, yes, the AirPods Pro do a pretty darn good job of just going into your ears and
and that's your competitor. If this is your flagship product at the end of the year, if anybody can pick up the AirPods Pro, put them in the ear, and go, oh, wow,
yeah,
right?
AirPods Pro cost $250.
See, here's the thing though. The speaker on here is aimed in such a way that it goes in the lower part of your ear. It doesn't go into your ear canal. It goes like directly like kind of below your ear canal though. It doesn't go in your ear canal.
I'm not saying it goes in.
Right.
I'm saying it like comes down and rests right above it so that the sound is projected into it. That's how it's
okay. So let's take that then. Even if that's the case, your ear canal is still open to everything. It's not like if you put a pair of AirPods Pro in your ear, it's going directly into your canal, so you get that noise isolation. When you put these in your ear, you don't get that. There's no noise isolation.
If you're not getting a seal down at the bottom, then you're doing it wrong.
But the ear canal is not at the bottom. It's in the middle of the ear though.
No, like the buds are made to go in like below the top, the fold.
Oh, so you're saying that the buds are made to seal off your ear entirely? Is that what you're saying?
They're made to fit snugly in there. Like this is something that happens with a lot of earbuds. People complain like, "Oh man, I got such and such earbuds. They're supposed to have such awesome bass, and they don't." Well, that's because you don't have the right seal.
Okay, so like Dwayne said in the chat, there is no seal. So literally, when you put these in your ear, they seal off nothing. So
I get a seal.
They're not designed to seal off anything. Okay, actually, no. Let me take that back. They're like when you put earbuds in there, like the AirPods Pro, they seal off your ear because they go directly into your ear canal.
Yeah,
when but you put the buds in your ear, they don't seal off your ear canal. So there's an opening. Even when you are wearing these, your ear canal is open. So because your ear canal is open, you can get in a lot of environmental noise, which are the purposes of these buds. These buds are designed. That's why they're called live. They're designed to take in the environmental noise so you can be aware of what's happening around you. But to that point, my thing is, because they're designed to not block your ear canal, you can't really say they cancel noise because to like really cancel noise, you gotta have a seal.
They do.
They do not.
I think you're not putting them on right. I think you're not putting them on.
I really wish I had like a seal, or a sound effect right now, because you guys have said that word so many times. It's crazy.
Well, so here's what you have. It took me a few times to get this working, right? So you have to put them in, and they've got that little rubber sort of stopper thing on the backside. You put them in, but then you have to twist them down to get a seal in that portion of your ear that's right along in toward the front, so that it does seal the top of your ear canal. Does seal, and you can hear it when you can hear it and feel it when you go from sort of having very thin lower end to a little bit thicker, right? So it does seal. It does seal. But there's a trick to putting them in. You've got to stick them in, then you got to twist them down so that you're twisting them into that little rounded space right above your ear canal. That's where the seal happens. Right above the ear canal, not inside.
But how can it still happen above the ear canal when it's the ear canal that you're trying to seal, that you want to seal off more than anything else?
Well, I mean, you don't put a lid inside of a can in order to seal it. You put a lid on the top, right?
We need
It's
El
the same
Jefe on the case.
Oh, that was slick. That was slick, Jason. I like that. That was slick.
So it's just supposed to fit in this particular way.
Okay. All right.
And
So let's get past the whole seal argument. Let's get past all that. My thing is, in order to get the maximum amount of noise cancellation possible, you have to isolate noise. You have to have some type of noise isolation going on to actively engage noise cancellation so it to work properly. These buds don't give you much noise isolation, so they can't really actively cancel noise because they let in noise by their nature.
see, two things.
Okay.
I'll say it again. You're not wearing them correctly, and
You're holding it wrong.
active noise cancellation is not about like seal or anything like that. Active noise cancellation is about the rejection of certain frequencies. There's an array of microphones that listens to what's going on outside. It rejects the frequencies that it's made to reject. So those don't get into your ear. That's how active noise cancellation works. So it's not just about the seal. The seal is important, but with these Galaxy Buds Live, the purpose of the noise cancellation is different. Because here's a way to do this experiment. Sit in your bedroom tonight and just put them on. Turn off the noise cancellation. Right? Put them on, put them in, twist them down so that they get like good and snug inside that space above your ear canal, right? Then turn on the noise cancellation. You will hear a big difference. You will hear a big difference, but you will also still be able to hear what's going on around you. Because certain frequencies, low end and high end frequencies, are being rejected by the buds themselves as that microphone array works. So but these are not made to reject everything. They're just made to reject certain frequencies so that you get more of an isolated feel.
Right. And the thing about it, I was wearing these right next to because when I do a noise cancellation headphones or earbuds, and my air conditioner is on. So I stand right next to my air conditioner and I toggle noise cancellation on or off. And that's how I can tell if it's actually working. And with these, literally nothing happens. It sounds the same.
You're wearing them wrong.
I must be. Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be flippant or anything like that. It's just
no. I'm trying. I paid $130 for these, so I need to know how to wear them correctly. So that's why we're having a conversation because they're not working properly, and I'm like, what is happening here? So I'm glad we had this talk. This is why we talk. I'm glad. This is good.
Yeah. So I would experiment with the fit because it took me a few days to figure out what it wanted me to do. First I was just putting them in, and then they were like a little too loose. One would get a good seal, but the other one wouldn't. And then I started to figure out that you have to put them in and then sort of twist them down. So try that.
Okay. When you put them in your ear,
the last 20 minutes has now turned into a Galaxy Buds Live tutorial.
Yes. When you put them in your ear, Jason,
yeah,
the speaker part goes down. They go towards your jaw line, right?
Yes. Okay. Watch this. Watch what I do. Okay. Stick them in. Okay, they're in right now, right?
Okay.
But then you got to twist them down so that you get. So it's not just putting them in and sitting them there. Right. You got to twist them down.
But the speaker is pointing towards your jawline, correct?
Well, it's pointing. So the speaker's right here. So it's pointing directly into my ear canal. It's going straight in. So you gotta put them in, and then you gotta twist.
I don't think they're supposed to be worn that way.
I'm telling you.
All right.
I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
all right.
Eric, a long time ago, Eric asked, "Are the Buds Live better than the AirPods Pro?" Well,
hell no.
I happen to be making a video on that tomorrow.
Hell no. Let me give you the TDLR. Hell no, they're not better than the AirPods Pro. Not a chance.
You know how like Joe Rogan has like clips of his show and he puts them out there. I think we should start doing that because this is fucking awesome.
Hey, I'm not here to argue. I realize Jason knows his stuff. That's why I asked him about this because he's an audio guy. But there's no way in hell the AirPods Pro or the Buds Live are better than the AirPods Pro. There's no way in hell.
Why I went to Jason and I went to Podcastage for my setup, and I mean, we have some sexy audio. We do.
Here's a little preview of what I'm going to say about the AirPods Pro versus the Buds Live.
Okay.
The Buds Live are not designed to do the same thing that the AirPods Pro are designed to do.
There you go.
True. So they're not. It's not a one-to-one comparison. It's sort of apples and oranges.
They're very true. Yeah, that's true.
Sort of apples and kidneys. But so, and there's also the price difference, which can't be. The difference between a $150 and a $250 headphone should be pretty significant. Now, if you're paying that extra $100, there should be a pretty significant difference in what you get out of listening to them. Mm-hmm. So, is the listening experience with the AirPods Pro potentially more pleasurable, higher quality? Yeah. But the Galaxy Buds Live are designed to be it's almost like they're more designed to be the answer to the AirPods, because the AirPods were good at allowing passively sound to come in, so you weren't totally sealed off when you were in your environment, right? These take it a step further and use noise cancellation to be able to keep some of that outside sound coming in, but not so that it's like impeding your listening experience. So the Buds Live, I mean, they're very unique in what they're trying to do. They're not unique in that no Bud has ever done it before.
This Bud's
they're not unique in that way. But they're unique in that Samsung targeted that specific part of the market. That sort of you want to have some isolations, but you also need to be aware of your surroundings, because if you live in New York City, you don't want to get run over by a car, right? So they're a very unique headphone, and to me, that I am impressed with the sound quality, but you have to get that seal right. You have to get the fit right in order to get the sound quality the way that it should be, because they will sound like ass if they're not sealed in the correct way.
And
they'll
if it takes
sound really thin, they'll sound really just kind of blah, and you'll have a bad experience with them. And I guarantee you, I guarantee you, right now we could go on Amazon and there would be like tons. I don't know if it's right now, but eventually, all kinds of reviews saying the sound is terrible, saying this is that, blah blah blah. It's because you're using it wrong. That's what I would say to all these people. It's just like they are a little bit trickier than your average headphone.
And that's why that goes back to my initial point of all this. If you have to go through this kind of steps and this kind of troubleshooting in order to get quote unquote a good seal and to have a good experience, how many people are going to go through that? Do you know what I mean? Right?
Like I said, I had to go to the damn manual to try to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. So when you look at something like the AirPods Pro, for example, or the WMX 5G hold the whip, whatever they're called, Sony's, or you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You look at ease of use. Yeah, I think ease of use is a huge factor, especially when it comes to the history of AirPods. I mean, that they kind of prove that, right?
Well, I mean, people pay $200 for those ridiculous, terrible power beats. Those things fit like shit. Nobody can put those things in their ears and get a good fit. Those things are terrible. Those things are